A few months ago, I started learning how to draw, and more recently, I've dived into digital landscape painting. And it's been a challenge. And while I used to think that perfection was the goal, now I've realized that something is much more important, that is practice. And I've only been learning digital landscape painting for about a month and drawing for just a few months more. In that time, I've made a lot of mistakes and created some terrible looking art, and I'm okay with that. This one is also terrible, so don't mind it. And here's why: I'm now more focused on practice than seeking perfection in every detail. So today we will try to break down what each of these approaches really mean. When we draw something, like it can be anything from portraits to landscape, and why many of us get stuck between these two process, like practicing and perfection. So choosing between these two, it's very hard. So we'll find something to do. So when I first started drawing, I thought that every line had to be perfect, and I do this constantly trying to get everything just right. But recently I've come to understand that practice is where real growth happens. And the more I experiment and make mistakes, the more I learn. And I learned that it's not about creating masterpieces yet. It's more about developing the skills that will lead me there someday, and I'm still practicing for that. At first, I was frustrated when my work didn't look like the landscapes I admired, but I had to remind myself that this is a part of the process. And I'm into landscape painting and drawings for about a month, so I don't expect any perfection, and perfection can paralyze you. You get so caught up in making everything look just right that you forgot to enjoy the act of creating and the act of admiring the landscapes. And honestly, it's okay. If some of my work looks terrible, I'm still learning, and that's the whole point of learning and practicing. And it's only been a month since I started landscape painting in digital art, and I've had some very rough results. Some pieces are unbalanced, and the colors don't blend well, and the perspective feels off, but that's okay. That's the part of learning, and each time I finish a piece, even if it's not perfect, I'm one step closer to improving. And the more I practice, the more I can see the improvement. Little by little, things are starting to click, and with the consistent practice, it's what helping me to get better, not obsessing over every tiny mistake. So I hardly even use eraser or undo the mistakes. I just try to work within the frame. And with each new drawing or painting, I'm building the foundation for the artist I want to become. And if you're like me, just starting to draw something or just starting out, remember that it's okay if your work doesn't look perfect or the right way, and focus more on practicing, experimenting, and learning. Quality will come with the time, and don't be afraid to create art that's not perfect. It's through those imperfections that we grow the most. So for now, I'm choosing to focus on practice rather than chasing perfection, and it's a journey, and I'm excited to keep learning and improving one drawing at a time. And if you are familiar with the journey, keep practicing and don't worry if it's not perfect, just keep going. Thank you.